Let's talk something interesting about Google. As we all know, Google is a big company. We can say our internet is nothing without Google. So, Google has that much control over the internet. So, there are daily millions and millions of pages are being looked upon through Google. So, here are some interesting cool facts about online giant Google. The original name of Google was Backrub, which was based on the research and ranking based on backlinks. Yeah, in those days, a site was ranked based on the backlinks that particular website has in the internet. The early version of Google can only process up to 30 to 50 pages. But now Google can process millions of pages and it is processing millions of pages daily. The early version of Google was stored in a hard drive which is just of 4 GB capacity and which was paneled by a Lego casing. Now Google is using more than 100 million GBs of capacity of data. Initially, Google's founder don't have any plans to keep the business on their own. So they started a talk to Yahoo on selling the Google. But then Yahoo said no and Yahoo was not showing interest on Google. Later, the Google has grown enormously and Yahoo offered a lump sum amount of $3 billion for Google, but the Google was not interested and the deal turned down. Now, the worth of Google is approximately $400 billion. The word Google is coined from the word Google, which actually means a number with one followed by 100 zeros. There are multiple stories that says Google is a misspelled word by its founder during the registering of brand. The first doodle that was displayed on the Google page is an out of office message, meaning that on that particular day the founders were not available. Google achieved the verb status with Webster and Oxford Dictionary, and the meaning of the word Google now is to search for information about something or someone in Google. There is a functionality in Google which is called Google Street Views, which has recorded and have the data of more than 28 million miles of photographed roads. One interesting fact about Google's office is even the pets are welcomed to Google's office. Yes, dogs are welcomed to Google's office while the cats are not due to the more number of dogs that are brought to Google's office. Yes, Google has special names for its employees, while the existing employees in the Google are called as Googlers and the new employees are called as Nooglers. So, the main reason for the formation of the company Google is the accidental meeting between the founders, who is Larry Page and Sergey Brin. So they actually met at Stanford. When Brin was asked to show Larry Page, who was a new student, around the school, Google has averaged a new company acquisition each week since 2010. As starting from the year 2010, on an average, Google is acquiring a company every week. Google also acquired the YouTube, which is the video platform, so which has the more number of watchers till date. Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned.